tomorrow, everybody. This is Toucan Dragon, and welcome to part 2 of today's Digi News. So, as I finished recording the other video, Ryu decided to post more information. So this video will be about the new banner and the extra information that Ryu posted. As always, before we begin, thanks for the info, Ryu. So normally, since this is a Ruby Summon banner, I would make a before you pull video. But this banner isn't here that long, and it takes quite a bit of time to make those kind of videos. So I'm going to try to give you guys my thoughts about it here. The 100-hour summon banner, which, to be honest, I think is kind of bait, is pretty tempting because of the brave Beelzemon, and a 3% increased rate for Megas. But I would suggest to save your rubies for Digimon, if I said that right. I think he'll be more worth it in the long run. This Beelzemon has pretty good stats for the brave Mega Digimon, but his abilities look like he's mostly going to be used for clash battles since he has strong single target. So looking here, we have his stats: 6133 for HP, power at 3520, defense at 1584, and speed at 27. To be honest, his defensive stats, his HP and defense, they rival that of Royal Knights. I mean, his defense is higher than Omegamon's and on par with Alphamon, which is a pretty bulky Brave Digimon. And his HP is almost up there with Alphamon. Alphamon's at 6830 something, I believe, while Beelzemon's at 6133, so he's almost there. And for sure, his HP and defense outclass Gallantmon. So, stats alone, it's pretty tempting, but going down to his skills, it gets a little bit murky, because he's mostly doing damage to 1 or 2 targets, not to a mob. Which, in Battle Park, it can be okay, but do you really want to sacrifice a spot for him when it could be used for another Digimon that's coming out pretty soon? So his main skill, Darkness Claw, deals 460% damage in skill level 1 and 650 in skill level 2, in skill level 10, I mean. But he does damage to a single target. But he does ignore the block, and has a high chance to inflict skill lock on that enemy, which is 60% chance, which is the highest I think I've seen so far in the game. And his sub-skill, Decharge, deals 260% damage to 2 enemies, skill level 1, and 390% skill level 10. And it also increases all allies' defense by 20%, which, it's nice, but it's not a big defensive buff. And his passive is pretty good. Actually, it's better than Blackrock Greymon. Well, half of Blackrock Greymon's, because Blackrock Greymon nullifies Skill Lock and Blind, affecting Brave and Calm, versus Beelzemon nullifies it for all the allies. And on top of that, he deals more damage to devoted enemies. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Blackrock Greymon. Blackrock Greymon's so much better because the second part of his passive, nullifying that crit damage. But Beelzemon is good in his own right. He does a lot of damage to one target, while trying to buff up your allies a little bit. But because of this, I feel like he'll mostly rise in Underworld or Clash Battle. Probably more Underworld than Clash. Just because he's not really hitting everybody, he's just hitting just 1 or 2 targets, which isn't that bad, but you don't really want to give up that spot in your team. Now, I'm not saying he'll do bad in Battle Park. I'm pretty sure he'll do pretty good, especially during Brave Week. But as of right now, comparing him to the other banners are coming out, like Digimon, which is coming out tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow evening. Digimon's worth more getting than him, just because Digimon is a slightly better attacker. He attacks 3 enemies in his main skill, and he does 1 on his sub skill, but he's debuffing the enemy's block rate in his main, while increasing his own tech in his main skill as well, and in his sub skill, he's increasing all allies' power resistant. So in a team setting, Digimon works better than Beelzemon, because Beelzemon, yeah, he has his defense buff by 20%, but other than that, that's all he has going for him in a team setting. He's pretty greedy, if you think about it. And yes, the passive skill to deal more damage to devoted enemies is nice, but people aren't running a lot of devoted Digimon on their teams. It's mostly just 1, maybe 2. but it's mostly just one, especially right now. But if you like him, you can go for it, but keep in mind we have more banners coming out this coming month, and I know he's very tempting because he's only here for 3 more days, and in this banner there's a 3% increased rate in megas, but I would at least wait until the last day before this banner goes away. And other than Beelzemon, we do have another Digimon here. We have Calm Marine Angemon, which, to be honest, isn't really anything special. I feel like she could have done better if she came out before, maybe like a month or 2 before, because of her main and sub skill. Basically, she wants to prevent your enemy from attacking through skill lock and paralysis. The skill lock is nice, but we have Beelzemon, we have Calm Black or Greymon, we have Digimon now that can nullify skill lock. And with the sub skill, the paralysis, we have a lot of Digimon that can negate paralysis, so I don't know. For me, I don't see it. You might see more of a potential than I do, but I'm sorry, I don't see it with her. Her passives are okay. I would have a different calm support on my team than her. If she was the only one I had, then fine. Well, that's just my opinion. Other than these two, we do have other Digimon in this banner that are making their return. One of them is Devoted Phoenixmon, which we've got a return every now and then. But the main one that I really like is Devoted Ophanimon, which, if you don't know what she does, she basically nullifies all stun and dot damage to your allies with her main skill. On top of that, her passive helps out Tenacious Digimon too. Helps out another personality. I don't remember. I think it's Devoted? I think so. But she's pretty good to have, especially for a tanky team. And other than her, we're getting the return of Bancho Leomon, which he's alright. It's Bancho Leomon, he's cool. Other than that, he's eh. And that's about it for this banner. Like I said, it's kind of bait. Wait for a Dynasmon to come out, pull for that first, and if you have extra and you want to go in this banner, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it that much. I don't think I'll pull in this banner, even though that Beelzemon is tempting. Maybe if I have extra rubies after I pull for Dynasmon, but we'll see, because this banner is here not that long. And if we keep scrolling down here, we got some more news. So we have the Night Metal Exchange. So here we have basically the dates of all the releases in the Metal Exchange shop for the new Clash Battle event, which they have a lot of ticket opportunities here, so it's going to be a lot of grinding. I would go over all of this, but the main thing I keep in mind here, so I don't bore your ear out with all this information, every so often we're going to get more chances to get these tickets. I mean, these we stock every Thursday, but when this starts, there's 10 tickets for 1500 Night Medals. We have these Digi Eggs here that are kind of nice. I mean, it's free if you grind it. So, yeah, we have these plugins, Defense and Block, which we're going to have all throughout this event. We're also getting more ticket releases here. 10 for 150 Night Medals apiece, and this restocks daily. And when that releases, we're getting another one big ticket summon that lasts until June 7th. 100 tickets for 13,500 Night Medals. And then we have the Nightmon right here with his plugins and Calm Skill Stones to get him to skill level 10. It's gonna be a lot of grinding, guys. There's a lot of opportunities here to get Volume 2 tickets, and after that, it's kind of a repeat of other stuff here. The eggs, more medals, plugins, sorry, and the last chance for tickets for Volume 2. Well, that's about it, guys. I hope. Now I want to know your thoughts. Are you guys going to pull in this 100-hour banner, or are you going to skip it? And are you ready for the amount of grinding we're going to have to do for this upcoming month? I'm not excited for that one bit. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please show some love and hit that like button. And if you enjoyed Digimon Rearise content, then you should subscribe and join our nerdy family. And don't forget to click on that notification bell so you can be notified when I post more videos. This has been Toucan Dragon, and if I can, you can too. Bye guys.